Aloha kakahiaka, all you beautiful going to Hawaii gangsters. Early morning. Let me show you how early it is. We're going just a little bit early today because there are no cars almost on Kalakaua that way or that way. And I just thought you guys may like to see the walk over to the beach. So we're just walking right here through the Royal Hawaiian Shopping Center. This is the entertainment bandstand that many of you have seen. It just looks a little bit different at night or early morning than it does during the day because there are no people here. I mean, who in their right mind would be out right now? Aloha, Linda. Mara number 5. It's quite serene, isn't it? Other than my too loud voice. We're just walking over to the beach back here behind Sheraton Waikiki and the Royal Hawaiian. Hopefully you all are having a great early morning wherever you may be watching from. Aloha, Michelle and Snitch, Mayreen, Steve Coates. Aloha, sir. Yeah, you can see the sun is barely coming up and it's reflecting off the water back here behind Sheraton. It's pretty, huh? Let me show you let me have you take a look at the Sheraton. Oh, early morning like this. Is this beautiful? I know many of you, I wouldn't say many of you, I think a lot of people are out walking, but the last few times we've come out, it's not been that many people. A lot of people from the mainland, this is, it's not 5 o'clock in the morning for them, it's like 10 o'clock or, you know, it's a different part of the day. Let's see if these, yeah, see these lazy geckos aren't even out for breakfast, man. Look at that. I don't know when those little geckos eat. Aloha, Ann without an E, and Mara number 5 again, and Cheryl, Penny, good to see you. Mr. Ann without an E, the godmother, how are you? Hopefully your travel back was everything you needed it to be. Safe, sound, secure. Aloha, Allison. Mr. In Between, sir, good to see you. Lisa. We just went a little early so we could see the, oh, there's a big old gecko right there. Ran across the ground. It's interesting to see with no people out here, huh? If you come out at night, you know, true night, you see people, you know, till probably 1, 2, sometimes 3 o'clock in the morning, but this early there is almost no one out here except for the earliest of maintenance people. That's nice looking, isn't it? I think that's Venus up there. See the, right up here above the palm tree? I think that's, is it Venus or Mars? Beautiful shot though, huh? Nice little breeze out tonight, or this morning. Hello, Mary Kay. Aloha, Dorothy. Cheryl. We're back behind the Sheraton, which is right over here, and the Royal Hawaiian, which is right over there. And I thought we would go out on, I always guess, wow, the waves have been up. Well, the tide was up a little bit. I've always thought we should go down there, and if you wonder why we don't ever go down there very far to look at the sunset or the sunrise, it's because, here, I'm going to show you this shot live, because you've seen this photo many times, but you probably not saw that position on the live stream. But the reason we don't go way down there by Halekulane or Outrigger Reef is just simply because it's just a little bit funky to see the sunrise, because it's coming up over Sheraton then, and it's kind of blocked a little bit. And I think it's more visually impactful if you see it coming up over Diamond Head. Isn't that a cool little shot there? I think you guys know the shot I want to try and get and show you, the angle rather. This is walking through the back pass-through area behind Sheraton Waikiki. And every time you get this shot, it's a roll of the dice, whether you have a nice bartender and security person or a not nice. Oftentimes, if they don't see us, I just don't even ask. Let's ask this lady, because I think she's one of the nice ones. Excuse me, ma'am, can I walk over there and get a photo of the water?
I'm sorry?
Can I walk over there and get a photo of the water from here?
Yeah.
Okay, thanks. I didn't mean to scare you if I did. Sorry about that. There's some of the, it's always the male bartenders who are just mean. They're like, this is a restricted area. And I just walk back here anyway. I said, listen, I'm not going to ask you, I was just asking your permission to seem nice. I really don't care. I'm going to do it anyway. But some of you guys who do some really good screenshots. Here's your screenshot of the day. If you didn't see the very light barely flickering lights there, you wouldn't know that was a real or a live shot. Or if you saw a little bit of the water waving a little bit, the palm trees are quite still, are they not? But that's live. It's live for sure, ladies and gentlemen. I'll move the camera a little bit here in just a second. I'm just taking a few videos real quick. All right. So there is Diamond Head, and in front of there, the buildings there to the right, of course, is Kaimana neighborhood, Sensochi Beach. There's the line of Waikiki Beach and the hotels, and this, of course, is the Sheraton. And also back over there, as I was saying, behind Halekulani, it's really dark, and you really don't see a whole lot over there. Thank you very much, ma'am. I appreciate that. They're not real nice. They're not very polite because they don't. I guess I see their point. They're just not. They think you're a visitor, like you just came down from your hotel room. They'll never see you again, or they may rarely see you. So why would they need to be nice? I kind of get it, probably. I may do the same thing. Same thing. So I thought we could go out on that breaker wall like we did last time. It's just just a beautiful, unique view. But I thought I saw somebody out there fishing, and that's a little bit clunky to go out there. There's Rumfire, and this is the walk into Sheraton Waikiki. We've done that many times out here to the pool area. Beautiful coloring, isn't it? That pool looks so peaceful with nobody in it and a reflection like what we have here. I wonder what they're doing out there. That's a black catamaran, so it looks like maybe that's the Mai Tai. I wonder why they're out there this early, because those catamarans, they'll go over to the marina that's over there by Kaka'ako Farmers Market. That's where they usually hole up or park at night. I should say not hole up. What a redneck thing to say. And then they come over here during the morning. But it looks like they're out there early. See that mast? I don't know if you can see that mast out there. I don't want to zoom in. My hands are full. Yeah, that's right. The sky comes alive. What do you guys like better, sunrises or sunsets? Yeah, these guys are out there. I don't want to get up on that wall. Normally I'd like to walk along that wall and go out there. But those guys have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 fishing lines out, and I don't want to mess up there. But I do have I'll tell you what I do plan on doing. I may do it tomorrow, is I'm going to go out there on that concrete with one camera, and I'm going to do a time lapse where I shoot it over an hour long period from complete darkness to the sun coming up, maybe an hour and 20 minutes, and shoot it as a time lapse that lasts like 60 seconds. You know, take almost several hundred shots and then stitch it together. But what do you like, the sunrise or sunset? Sunrise. Oh, that's a good question. Funeral service, maybe both. Well, you can't have both. And it doesn't look like they sailed out there. They have their mast lights on. Sail's not up. Definitely sunrise. Sunrise is more peaceful. Yeah, wow. I just about stepped right off the side of that. That would not have been, that'd have been great for you guys. That would not have been great for me. See all these guys out here fishing. That's kind of cool. Then here's what you'd be looking at. You'd be looking at that right there. It would be sunsets for me in Waikiki are better because they reflect the sun on the buildings, as opposed to when the sun rises up, it makes the buildings look silhouette. Yeah, the tide was up late last night. Boy, it's down today. Or this morning it is. It may be coming in right now. Actually, I think it is coming in slowly. But let's walk along the beach here, shall we? These boys are getting ready to go surfing this morning. I've done a couple of time lapses before, and I posted them a long time ago. They did not receive a lot of positive feedback. And there were negative feedback. It was almost like, that's okay. And it was a sunset. The one in particular was a sunset off the Waikiki Beach walk. Looking out over here, and it was a beautiful sunset. Aloha, Kristen. Aussie Nightmare, great to see you. Antonio, good to see you, sir. Jasmine, Mary Kay again. This gentleman in the ATV, if you see him in the background, he's dragging a set of chain behind him, and he drags it along the beach here just to kind of clean up the whatever errant trash they may have missed. Here's the backside of the Royal Hawaiian. I don't want to get completely drenched, but I have my my beach shoes on so I can get in the water for you a little bit today. Man, that water is nice, nice, nice. Hello, Logan. We're out here on Waikiki Beach. Sunrise. The sun will be coming up right straight through there, right in between these buildings. But we're going to be down the beach here a little bit by that time. The string of lights over there in the far background is Kaimana neighborhood. And then the Natuarium, of course. And then the beach walk behind Barefoot Beach Cafe. And then the Surfer's Wall is closer this way. Yeah, let's not get in that one. Good morning, Shane. Yeah, the water is definitely coming in those ways. You can feel them. Just a little bit of difference from one from another. That's the original Royal Hawaiian building, this small kind of adobe looking building right there. And it's quite large. It was a big, huge hotel for the time, of course. And that's the tower. That was built years later, but that's the more modern, I would say, or more recent tower. But you can tell by the design, the rounded corners, it was done in like the 70s. And that down here on the base, that's Duke's on that first level. Second level is Hula Grill, two of our favorites. And the hotel above it is the Outrigger Waikiki, home to Blue Note. And as many of you know, right on the other side is Kalakaua Avenue. That's a street that runs throughout downtown Waikiki here. And this next hotel right there, that's the Moana Surfrider. Do you guys prefer this angle here or this angle here? Watching the waves come in left or right or straight towards you? If you had to choose one. Yeah, but Peter, I have the absolute world's best Keen beach shoes. Keen. I think John Hay and Shane, I think a couple other guys, and females too, they would echo that. They're the best beach shoes. Left or right, yeah. I do this because I think you can isolate this video and just kind of imagine you're just standing here. Oh, with Diamond Head, yeah. I know it sounds so corny, but man, it smells so good right here. Wendy, you would not be able to take it. You can smell the bacon and ham and pancake mix and waffles and eggs. You know, they're probably not firing the eggs up. Maybe they're cooking some things, but not a lot. And you know, other than me and my annoying voice, you don't hear any kids, people yelling, music. So I'm just going to be quiet for a little bit and just walk along this so you can hear the silence and the waves. Here you go. .76. It's the temperature. Moana Surf Rider, and that's the this lower section down here is the veranda where they do their breakfast buffet. It's a beautiful setting. Good night, Aussie Nightmare. Antonio. She knew something was up when she was eating sardines at 4 o'clock this morning. She was on her back. She was back on her way to her suitcase and said, "Not today. Get up." It may be a couple more degrees warmer on Kalakaua, but right here on the beach, the water tends to cool things off a bit. Look at this. Look how barren the beach is. Isn't that beautiful? In about another 2 hours, this will not be the case. Yeah, she got suckered in this morning. She knows she did. That's the police station. Right straight through there. This little walkway right there. That's the Hyatt. And that's the second tower to the Hyatt. I was tempted to go onto YouTube, switch it up on you, go to YouTube so we could go landscape horizontal, but I figured you guys would run a mutiny on me. But we're going to do it the next time. We're going to do, we'll do landscape. Big cargo ship coming in, as most of you know today, a little bit, not too distant time frame for now. We'll get the Pride of America coming in. They'll be coming in over there from Maui, Maui direction. I don't think they're coming from Maui, maybe they are. Maui, and they'll be coming in right into port at 7:30 this morning. But we'll see them out over here around 7. They'll start breaking that horizon line. It's pretty peaceful because, well, for a lot of, first off, it's sunrise, but hardly anybody's out here. But you can start seeing more and more people. I mean, it gets from almost no people to quite a few people pretty quickly. Yeah, you guys like the portrait or vertical aspect of Facebook. That horizontal on YouTube landscape is something else, though. Especially if you can watch it on, and it seems like, looking at some of the comments from yesterday's stream on YouTube, that a lot of you are getting getting used to just a little issue, not issues, but just a little idiosyncrasies that are common to, or unique to YouTube. You know, the commenting, you should have your own channel to get all the features. Maybe have your own account for sure. I think that's the basics, to have your own account. You just have to sign up for it, and you could comment. And it's just different than Facebook. You can call it better if you like, but it's just different. How many of you are coming to Hawaii, any island, this summer? You can start seeing the pink coming up, the sun adding a little pink color to the sky. I agree, Wendy. I'm up very, very early because of the market every weekday morning. So to get up at 3 on Saturday or Sunday is just, I do that every weekday. So there's a lot of times when I'm just taking in the news and looking at charts. If it's not a particularly busy world news market or world news or financial news, I'll come down here and I'll just do this loop. But it's too early. It's too late, I think, for Australia, and too early for Canada. But it's like 3:30, 4 o'clock. And man, it's quite peaceful out here. Wow, you guys are coming October, September, June, March. Oh, you're here in March, Patricia? It's almost torture to be looking back at, after you've left, I think. Maybe it's torture. Let's go down here. These aren't too slick. These are absolutely not the best shoes to be doing this with, but oh, it's perfect for the UK. Yeah, Paul, that's actually what I want to do. I want to, right now, what time is it in the UK right now? In December? Oh, that's right. You guys are coming back in December, eh? Yeah, not right now, but I'm talking about like at night. I don't think you guys want to see Waikiki at night. Not too much of it. I think it's much better during the day. Yeah, it is. It's slippery. There's Diamond Head. The sun trying to peek up over the hotels right there. It's real beachy smelling right here, just because there's all the moss. Look how clear that water is, though, huh? Seaweed up on the rocks, like real salty in the air. Oh, thank you, Penny. I appreciate that. Well, 1:45 a.m. in Melbourne. Yeah. Yeah, I am 25% Canadian too. Anders Ancient Mariner Jensen. Boy, there's a story behind that name, I guarantee you. All right, guys, hang on one second. I'm going to kind of jump off this down to here. Oh, sorry about that, Lucille. Did I wake you up? If I didn't have the stupid camera and my coffee, Lucille, I'd get you out. You have your beach towel with you, don't you? Every time I smell that, I don't smell it all the time, because when you smell roses every day, it doesn't pop. But I remember being a kid in California and being inland, miles and miles, not smelling the beach. But as you drove closer and closer to the beach, you get that smell, and oh man, your whole vibe changes. Your whole body changes. The sun, beach, sand, crabs, you're going to be able to have fun. That's kind of what it represents to me here even. Anders, I was just saying, I bet you there's a cool story behind that name, your name there. Do you guys see these right here? Let me show you. See those shoes on my super white feet, because I never go without them really? These are Keens, Keens. I'm telling you, the only reason I'm even taking time to even mention them, one, they're not sponsors. I get nothing out of it. But I have been through every kind of shoe, beach shoe that you could possibly, reef shoe, sandal, whatever. These by far are the best, because Keens have really, really good hiking shoes, and they use the same sole for their beach shoes as they have on their hiking shoes, the rounded ones, not the hardcore hiking shoes. And they're just otherworldly. And I think because of the mentions that I've, maybe not, maybe they liked them before, but I think John Hay, I know Shane Michael for sure has them. I think they'll echo that sentiment, that they're just, and they make a big difference. And they're for male and female too. I just don't know many females that are geeked out about hiking shoes like I am. But the one thing that I will say is that and I don't know of another way to say it, but they baffle the sand really well. So when you get sand in the shoe, the water comes in and it baffles that sand out really, really well. Because when you wear these shoes, any kind of beach shoe, and you get sand in them, and then you start walking along the water or outside of the water, that sand will just grind your feet. And boy, I think these do a really good job of washing that sand out while giving you good support. All right, commercial's over. But I just thought I'd pass that tip along to you. Michelle, do you want me to help you out? When you're through at this stream and you're on your phone, right? Just go, is that Star of Honolulu? Right there? Let me look at that. I mean, Pride of America? That's not Pride of America, is it? Is it? Can you guys tell? I don't think that is. No, it's not, because it doesn't have that banner, the flag banner. Anyway, let me help you out, Michelle. So when you're through with the stream, just close out the stream, go to Expedia or Booking or your favorite airline website, book your airline tickets. Just do that first. and then you'll be stuck without a hotel, and you'll just have airline tickets. And I mean, since you already have airline tickets, we might as well get a hotel for those same dates. Easy breezy. That may be a second. Who is Dale on here? Who else comes in on Saturday mornings? No one else I know of comes in on Saturday morning. And it's too early for Pride of America. Pride of America has that big red, white, and blue banner, if you recall, on the side, and on that big exhaust beam going across there, the top there. Now you can see Kalakaua starting to wake up. It's been waking up for a while, but man, you can see all the service providers, laundry, produce companies, meat and fish companies delivering. More and more people coming out on the open water. The comments froze there for a few moments. I don't know if someone answered the question if they found out about that cruise ship, what its name was. The Imperial Patricia. We have someone at Imperial right now, Rick and his wife. I think they're leaving tomorrow, maybe. I'm not sure, or they're leaving soon. Oh, it said Matson, really? Wow, that's a container ship then. It's white. Thanks, Mary Kay. It's rare to see a white or a grayish or that light gray color of a cargo ship. Let's go over to the beach wall down there, shall we?
Wait, Jeff.
How's it going?
Wait. Hey,
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I like that. If I told them we were on Facebook, they'd have thrown rock at me. You TikTok, you YouTube, Facebook. I just think that the people that did this planning for this lagoon area, this breached beach or lagoon, they just did a beautiful design. Look how beautiful, calm this water is here, huh? You don't get the waves, of course. Just beautiful water, huh? You have those breach walls or break walls, whatever you like to call them, right there. They did such a wonderful job blocking off this for people that could, enjoy the beach. Kids, older people, people who don't like to swim or can't swim, they can enjoy this water. And I promise you, there's going to be a day we come here and we see a cool stingray or a big old barracuda that got caught in here. I talk about that probably too much, but I think it's great to see. Eric, I was saying, you may have heard me say wide. I was saying white. Or maybe you're just stating a fact. Yeah, but I couldn't. You rarely see them white, though. I've seen them. There's some bait fish right there getting chased by something. Here, let's walk along here. We rarely come into this side. Lucille keeps flexing her feet. I can feel her feet like she's kind of running in her carrier. Are you thinking you're going to get out and get in the water? Seals are right in here, Shane. That would be rare for sure. I love the fact that you're in such a raw or wild. It doesn't seem wild, but it is a wild. A wild environment for wildlife, I guess. I don't know of a good way to say that, because you could literally see a seal come up right on that rock and not be surprised. I mean, you'd be interested, it'd be cool to see, but you wouldn't be shocked because that's wide open ocean, you know. See a big tuna break the water, see an eel here, you know, a big ray, barracudas, things like that. And especially if you're over on, you know, over there by Makapu'u Beach and Waimanalo Beach, Lanikai, especially Lanikai, it's right out there kind of on that kind of protected little area there. So you get a lot of wildlife that's caught up in that little crux, kind of like this right here, but on a much bigger scale. And you could see anything. You could see sea snakes and eels and rays, all kinds of really cool things. Do you guys like seeing these different angles down here while I'm able to get in the water and all that? I think it's kind of cool because we don't get to see that lineup right there very often. And then here I can get right in here. This is too strong a water for you, Lucille. I thought we saw a sea snake the other day, and it wasn't. It was just algae. Just kind of rope algae, I guess. Let's get some diamond head in the background. Give me a second, guys. I'm going to try something here. Ooh, almost did that, didn't I? Wow, Lucille, sorry about that. Man, I almost fell straight backwards. That was not good. Yeah, let's not do that. When I'm doing those pauses like that from time to time, it's because I'm getting photos for us for the group. All right, let's do this no-handed, Lucille. Ooh. Yeah, if you saw what I was doing with both my hands with Lucille in here, some of you'd be pissed. So that's Nahoku, 1 or 2 out there. That catamaran straight out there. I bet you guys can't even see it. But they must have stayed there all night, looks like. No, it's okay. I'm good right here.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. You've made that walk before?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you guys wouldn't realize how many times I've almost just bit it here. We have to do my obligatory 360, so hang on 1 second. I'll do it here. It's just good practice. You ready? Here we go. I want to see that same move, Lancelot. You guys want to walk along the street or the beach? Probably the beach, huh? Here, Lucille, let's do this. Why are you nodding off? Does that water put you to sleep, Lucille? Yeah, we see the street too much already, right? Can see the street any day. No, she didn't get her feet wet. If I had an extra hand, I'd let her sit in this water a little bit. She has her beach towel with her, but you got to get her dry before I put her back in her carrier, and I don't want to mess with that. I'm going to do something here. We're backtracking a little bit, guys. A one-man band. Sometimes it feels like it. Oh, you look at those little fish. There's fish all around our feet, huh? Today's Saturday, right? Yeah, it's Saturday. Let's go out on the beach wall. Lucille, let's do this. Perfecto. What's up, fellas? No work today? Nope. See, the sun's already come up. That's Lanakai. Lanakai Beach would be right straight through there. That's about Waimanalo or so, probably right in there. Obviously there's Diamond Head. If I did this is kind of a loaded question, if I did a sunrise at Lanakai Beach again, how many of you would watch? And I'm going to remember who said yes they would, because that is such a disappointing sunrise to do. It is such a hassle to get over there because you got to leave at 4 to get over there in time, walk along that beach, and it is black as Wendy's heart over there that early in the morning. And there's a lot of dropouts in the connection, but it is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful sunrise over there at Lanakai Beach. All right, we'll do it. We'll do it on a Saturday or Sunday. It's my favorite sunrise over there. Waimanalo is beautiful, but they don't have the mokes like they do at Lanakai. I don't know if you could see those fish down there with the, maybe you can now with the reflection. Boy, there's a bunch of them, aren't there? Wow. And I'm facing the zoo right now. The zoo is right there. That's the zoo. That road right there is Kalakaua. This street going this way is Kapahulu. That's a street we walked down just the other day. There's the sun coming up right there. That's the park shore. That's Queen Kapiolani Hotel right there, the pink one. That's the home of the deck. That's Queen Kapiolani Park, Kuhio Beach. That's the second beach wall. There's a bunch of different names. Just like this one's called Surfer's Wall, Waikiki Beach Wall, Waikiki Breaker Wall. Right there is Barefoot Beach Cafe. Yeah, this is cool when it's this low. You see a little crab down there. Look at all those little fish. I'll hold it really still for you. It's beautiful like that, isn't it? Check that out. You see a little bit of the sun. I think that's a beautiful shot. You see the sun lighting up that cloud cover. I just said, I was just asking about doing the Lanikai sunrise, how many people would watch. And I said it's difficult to shoot over there sometimes because of the cellular coverage and it's black and dark as your heart. So it's difficult to get around sometimes. Well, it's what time is it? It's 6:19 and I'm still not seeing Pride of America. And it didn't slip past me. I told her what I said. I said it because I thought she was actually here, so I'll repeat it. Boy, there's a bunch of fish down there. And not one eel, not one stingray. Malgorzata, Siwa. Yeah, let's take a little inventory here. See if we can see Pride of America out here somewhere, huh? Aloha, Charlotte and Teresa Kirby, Ada. Good to see you, Wendy Silva. Fess up! I just told you. Or are the comments running that far behind? It's 6 something and I don't see Pride of America out there at all anywhere. The catamaran is still anchored out there. That cargo boat has come in already. Good morning, Michelle. It's still early enough in the day that it's not crowded. It's still peaceful out here. On Sunday? Why tomorrow? Someone, it says, I've been on the Pride of America breakfast cruise. It's amazing. Oh, someone just went by a comment said something about Pride of America is coming in tomorrow, which is rare. I wonder why. Look how far down the water. I'll hold it here. Can you see down in there? It's about 6 feet, 7 feet, I would imagine. You were able to watch them from your room, Cat Roy? Wow, that's crazy. So guys, watch this. See right there, that wave. See that kind of flat right there? That's a reef. They ride that wave over the top of that reef, and they have probably 6-8 inches of water to ride over the top of that. Some ding dong left there. Hang on, Lucille. I'm sorry. Some idiot left their Chips Ahoy. I'll let you out in 1 second. Let's see. Let me get over here. Let's dump this trash and we'll get out. Boy, that air is just so nice this morning. It just seems a little cooler today, even though we're getting right into the summer, of course. But it certainly feels nice and cool. Catch the trolley, go to the market. Cat Roy, you guys are wearing that trolley pass out. That is wonderful to hear. I'm glad. It makes me happy when you guys really take advantage of the services. Or the conveniences, I should say, of that trolley pass. I'm going to make one more appeal early this next week. I'm probably going to go see. I am going to go see V today and get an update. See if her plans have changed. She's going to be in Vietnam for the next month or so. She may or may not, and likely may not, be coming back to Waikiki Trolley, and I have to try and cut a deal with the owner, who is not responsive at all. And see about getting a new deal made. Do you guys want to go that way a little bit? I'll go to the end of that walkway over there with you guys, or we can go back over here into Waikiki a little bit. Which would you guys like to do? Go to the right over here, or go to the left? Go on the end of that walkway, or go back into Waikiki? All right, Vicky Boyd, thank you for joining us this morning. Or Target, buy one of those little coffee makers. Left, right, left, right, left. Go that way a little bit, okay. I don't know what left. Okay, looks like left's one. It looks so different, doesn't it, with nobody out there on the beaches, nobody playing volleyball. There's the sun. Right in there. Oh no. Is Wendy on? This guy looks like he's with HR. I bet he knows exactly where you know who is. How's it going, sir?
Good, but how about you?
Couldn't be better. Why is Star of Honolulu, I'm not Star of, gosh, I do that every time. Why is Pride of America coming in tomorrow, I wonder, instead of Saturday morning? Do you know what really sucks about my my steps? Is that when I'm on this phone, I can't count my steps. My steps aren't counted because you can't stream and count your steps. And I can't use the other phone until I get a part on it replaced, the USB port. So this is my Samsung 22. The other one is Samsung 24, which is the one I prefer to stream on. But I can only count steps on my Samsung 22, which is the one I'm using right now. So I'll walk all day and I'll have 1,300 steps. Well, I should have 25,000 to 30,000. Look at that. The concrete is already poured. They should have that down in the next 30 days, I would bet. Look at that. All the concrete's poured. It's all finished off. It looks like they may, no, I don't think. I was going to say, it looks like they may be putting something along this little beveled edge there, but I don't think they are. Man, that can't come down quick enough for the barefoot beach people, I'll bet you. I'll bet you they hate that that's been up. There's a look back at Waikiki Beach or the hotels on Waikiki Beach. Yeah, but Eric, someone said they're not coming in. Well, if they're coming in at 7, you would see them already. Someone said they don't come in until tomorrow for some reason. I've never seen them. I don't recall them coming in. But they would be coming in right along here. Hello, Mr. Crab. Here's the sun, if you guys were looking for it. Yeah, it's not on the horizon at all. I don't see it anywhere. Oh, it's in dry dock? Oh. Oh, thank you, Patty. Thank you for that information. Beautiful diamond head. There's people up there already. You can barely see them. I think it's, yeah, they must have humped it up there. There's the Naturarium, Kaimana Hotel there at the end. No turtles, Lucille. Not a single one. Hi there.
Hi there.
Yeah, there's a bunch of fish here though. I'm so disappointed, no turtles here. We just go through dry spells with turtles, don't we, Lucille? Used to be out here all the time, huh? You can see 2 or 3 every time. Yep, there you go, man. They should be coming down with that any day now. I would say within the next month, I would guess. I have no way of really measuring that, but concrete's all finished. They have dirt on it already. They're probably going to lay a little sod. Maybe not. I'll bet you just take that cover down and we're good to go. As soon as they do that, man, that whole area there by Barefoot Beach Cafe, that view is just beautiful. It's so underrated. No, I wouldn't say underrated. It's not. It's highly rated. It's just not everybody comes out here. They don't come out this far. They kind of stop, you know. All right, let's do. You ready, Lucille? Come on. Oh, there you go. Stretch your legs. I want to say that's Nahoku 1 or 2 out there because it's an orange hull with a little red kind of a flare on it. The sails are down, of course. It could be just a consumer's catamaran out there, but I don't think so. Yeah, there's really no improving, really. They had to replace the entire thing. It was completely washed out. But it will be, it'll be done and updated quite nicely when it's all said and done. Here, baby, let's check out this grass real quick. Oh, stretch your legs. It's kind of sad seeing your dog get old. older, huh, Lucille? That dog used to be fast as a rabbit, boy. She used to be nimble. Used to hike miles and miles and miles with her and her brother and I every day, every day, every day. So strong for such a little dog. Now her legs are weak. She's going blind. Can't hear as well. But I'll carry you forever, won't I? Until you don't want to be carried anymore. Someone commented the other day, "You're hurting her when you carry her like that. You're hurting her when you carry her." That's not comfortable for her. She loves this. That's her favorite, to sit just like that. She'll sit like that forever and ever. I mean, we'll go on a hike and she'll just like that. I just hold her in my arm like that. You know, but up against me, but she loves it. She would way rather be cupped like that, like a football, than in her carrier for sure. Look at those beautiful trees. They've been there so long. They're in front of the zoo right there. Sorry for the sun. I know that's bright on you, but I just want you to look at those trees over there. She's too old sometimes to go out on some of the hikes I take her on. Sometimes it's too hot. I know that. But I promise you that this dog would rather die out on a hike with me than to sit at home forever by herself, you know. And that's really the options I have. Take her with me or leave her at home. I'm not going to do that. Leave her at home unless I absolutely have to. I owe her that much respect, you know. That's my opinion anyway. And she loves being out in it. She just doesn't like being hot and tired. She gets tired really quick, you know. That's why I carry her. You guys will recall that used to be a Starbucks right here on the corner, and now it's that Aloha something, Aloha. It's a sister property. It's that corner right there. Look at these people right here. Waikiki, the trolley, the green line. They're off to have an adventure, going to Kahala Mall, around by KCC Farmers Market. Actually, if we stayed on this road right here, right, Shane? If we walked up this road right here all the way up to the Alawai, took a right, we could go right there through the Diamond Head over there is KCC Farmers Market. It's open right now. The KCC Farmers Market. And right over there is the that bottom right there, that open door. It's Aloha something. Honolulu, I think it's Aloha or Aroma something. But it's a really cool place. It's like a full-service bar. They have actually hard liquor, but they're the sister property to the secret spot over there by the Layla Hotel. Right straight through there. And they have sandwiches and some breakfast items. Man, I don't know who's cooking the breakfast right now, but boy, you can sure smell. You can smell eggs frying and pancakes and waffles and all that. All these restaurants here have breakfast buffets, so they're, man, it's just pouring out. I don't know what I like better, the food on this side of the street or the ocean on that side of the street. Thank goodness you don't have to make a choice. Yeah, Shane, that gangster, he did that walk around the base of Diamond Head. I think you did it twice, and then went up Diamond Head. That's a beautiful walk, eh, Shane? That's the trick. Hike from here, Waikiki, to the edge of, from edge of Waikiki over to the KCC, Queen Capulani Farmers Market, and then you're able to eat whatever you want. You can eat all the fattening, bad, nasty stuff. There's actually not much bad fattening stuff over there because it's a farmer's market. They have fresh fruits and vegetables and sandwiches. You know what they do have there too? They have a food truck or a food kiosk for Pig and the Lady. And they, yes, in fact, do have their famous pho and French dip sandwich that they sell at that KCC farmer's market. Then you eat your sandwich and then walk all the way around the other side of Diamond Head, the base of Diamond Head, all the way around this way, and you see that roadway. You've seen me walk down that this side of Diamond Head. Wendy and I did it again last year for Thanksgiving. We went down that same road to Kahala Resort and back. Just a beautiful walk. It's a little ugly sometimes just because you're going. I don't think it's ugly at all, but it's plain. It's just going through a residential area. But I really enjoy that because it's so quiet. You see roosters, chickens everywhere, kind of rustic parks, which I think are beautiful in and of themselves. And then you get the payoff of coming around this side of the base of Diamond Head. They're just beautiful. Beautiful views, unobstructed views. And Shane actually went down the Surfers Walk all the way down to the coastline, the beach line there. And he reported that he really enjoyed it. I think I have to say that Shane and Yvette had the absolute best itinerary. I know he's busy and he's probably super sad that he's even back home, but I'm waiting for him to send us that itinerary, no rush. And when you do, man, I want to put that into a post. Because, you know, you see some itineraries and people say, oh my gosh, that's way too aggressive. There's no way you can do all those things, and there's too many things to do in few days and yada, yada, yada. These guys did it. And their itinerary is something else. Quite impressive. Yeah, I'm going to start doing that base of Diamond Head like I did last summer. I like doing it in the summer when it's really super hot. Hang on one second. Sorry to jerk like that, but hang on. I'll take you guys with me, but I think some of you get a little bored because there's a big portion of it, a third of that walk coming around this way, that it's not beach. But it really is, there really is a good, beautiful visual payoff. When you come around that corner and you go up Diamond Head Loop. That's where a lot of that smell's coming from right there, I bet you. I don't know if they do a buffet there at Cheeseburger in Paradise, but they do have breakfast there. Or you just send it to me in Word. Word or Excel, whichever makes it easy. We're going to rekey it anyway and make it like a web page if you don't mind. No rush. Don't inconvenience yourself, Shane, at all. There's the Hyatt, yep. The Circle Hotel. Boy, it'd be great if those rooms are still available, or those units were still available for $2,800. Big balconies. If you can see that that property there, I think it was. If Wendy's on here again, I think she can confirm. I think it was in the $600 a night range for that. Those are apartments and hotel rooms both. And I looked at them I said maybe 2 or 3 years ago, and I think Now that I'm really thinking about it, it's more like 5 years ago. It was $2,600 or $2,800 for one bed, one bath, but those balconies are sizable. That's the Waikiki Beach Tower. We've gone in there before. Remember, that's where that doofus security guard was trying to be all mean. And then that's the Circle Hotel. Iconic just because it's terrible design. But that's it right there. Right up here on the left is the Kuhio Beach Mound right there, that little grassy knoll area where that girl's standing. That's where they do hula shows there 2-3 days a week, and their schedule is so scattered and changes so sporadically. I would just look up Kuhio Beach hula show mound or hula mound or something like that. Just look it up, and they'll have their updated schedule. That's the Espacio Hotel. Those are between, depending on when you look, 4,000 to 18,000 a night, and that is for sure accurate. 4,000, 18,000. 18,000 is the most I've ever seen it. And they're just they're suites. Each floor is a suite. Yeah. And so was that security guard. If I didn't have that on stream, I think even you, Wendy, would have said, "Oh, Tony, just let them. Just let them. He's probably having a bad day. He's probably having a..." She's always making excuses for why people perpetrate bad behavior. Well, could be this, could be that, or it could be the guy's just a punk. Looks like they put Duke's Lays out early this morning. Or maybe those are from yesterday, last night even. Isn't that beautiful? Beautiful, huh? Did it rain last night? Lucille, did it rain last night? I thought it did. Oh yeah, it did. It did rain last night. But why didn't we, I guess, okay, I just answered my own question out loud. Okay. There's a Hyatt. I think that's usually one of the best deals. The Hyatt Beach Resort, just because they have so many darn rooms to fill up. And frankly, the Hilton Hawaiian Village, I've heard some of their rates are really, really good. I mean, I wouldn't say they're cheap or super low, but they've been having some pretty good rates. They just have so many rooms to fill. There's a Princess K. A number of you have stayed there. You enjoy it, if I recall. And right up here, the Moana Surf Rider. I think we're obligated to go in the back patio area there each time we come by here. I wish I had a coffee right now. I would take a respite. Just a beautiful little walk, huh? Did you guys enjoy today, this morning? we're going to wrap it up here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you weren't able to join us for all of it, maybe for most of it, let's go this way. Where can we go get you a piece of bacon, Lucille, for your trouble? If there's any place that's open that we could just go grab you something. There you go. Get on the sidewalk of that bike. Watch. Oh, just driving right through people. Look at that. Just oblivious. Hey, honey, let's go get a bike that you never drive. Let's go driving through traffic. This pedestrian traffic. Oh, I know where we can go. We can go to Kono's. Let's go to Kono's. That dude will give us a piece of ham or bacon for you, I bet. You want that? Bacon or ham or something this morning? I think that'll be good. Let's go check it out. Oh, you rented from 808? Cat Roy, I wish you'd have told me. I could have gotten you a 10 or, I think it's a 10 or 15% discount. That's not always across the board that we can always get that, but I could have called Deegan for you. But I'm glad you enjoyed your time. Let's walk through International Marketplace and then we'll end it right over there across the street from Kono's. I'm gonna try and get this trooper of a young lady. Thank you for getting up early with us this morning. Although you got a sardine this morning, we'll get you a piece of ham, maybe some bacon. Best thing you've ate. I'm telling you guys, I will not steer you wrong on those let's eats. Will not do it. Cat Roy's talking about those bacon wrapped mushrooms. It makes you want to slap whoever you're with, doesn't it, Cat Roy? Yeah, she loves Spam. If it's like burnt, she's not a big fan of it if it's raw, but she likes it if it's kind of the charred kind. She likes seaweed too. Cat Roy was, if you didn't see her stream, her and her husband's stream, or it wasn't their stream, I ran upon them. I saw them before they saw me. And I knew exactly who it was right when I saw Roy. But they were in front of Giovanni Pastrami and she was waiting on her to go order, I guess, for bacon wrapped mushrooms. And did we walk past? We did. We went right. Sorry about that. Waikiki Wendy Silva. It's right back there. Shut down, Wendy? Oh no, there it is. Yeah, check it out. Coco Nene. They have these cool. See this little thing here on the bottom? Not part. Those slots there, like that little for board guy. You could get that Aloha. You can get a piece, a sun, all types of different pieces that they sell over here, and create your own little. All I need to do is follow this lady, and I'll get you guys a deal. I can get you a discount on this stuff for sure, and we'll do some giveaway. But see those photos? Those are those pictures? Those are wooden pieces. You got bacon, don't you? Boy, I can smell that coffee purveyors already. Got their queenamons, their coffee. Huh, look at that. Look, there's a line of the coffee purveyors. Oh, here it is. Here's the line. Here's the line. Here's the line. Here's the line. Look, more line. Look, here's the line. There's the line right there. Oh my gosh, I wish you could smell it right through here, just blasting out of there. It's queenamons, they're cinnamon rolls. Oh my goodness. Let me show you. See this right here? That's what they're lining up for. And then look at this over here. See those? Dun dun dun. We'll go to Konos and get you a couple pieces of ham or bacon over there, Lucille. Get some beans and some refried beans there, Lucille. Yum. All right, guys, that's it. It's a great sunrise stream. Let's get 4 L's. If you haven't liked it already, please like and share, like and share, like and share. It's better than money. I would appreciate it. So would Lucille. You got sand on your face. All right, guys, 4 L's. Let's have it. If you're still here, let's get 4 L's. Hopefully you laugh, learn, love, like the stream. Like and share if you would. And give one more for Lucille. One more for her. Kiss everybody. There you go. If it's your first stream, can't be your last. If it's your last stream, man, rethink it. Join us tomorrow. Or no, later today at 1 o'clock. Wow. I forgot about that. Yep, today at 1 o'clock we're doing the giveaway. Our winner's announcement. We're going to give away 2 Stephanie Truyall paintings. Dos. So see you today at 1 o'clock. Adios.